Hey guys, this is Mark from Tribeca Beverage. I want to go over the 5 top reasons that we're covering the Florida area, particularly the Tampa Bay area. The 5 top reasons why it's going to be so much better than what we have to deal with doing work in New Jersey, New York, and California. So the number one reason that we're excited to start doing business in Florida is really comes down to the warehouse cost. Cost of living in general, but the warehouse cost in particular. Doing our preliminary search, we were looking around $10 a square foot or less. Parking, I'm sure, will be a lot more available. Here in New Jersey, it's so much more expensive to get both a parking lot and square footage. So far, the limited research we've done in Florida is there's tons and tons of smaller spaces because we're not going to get a place as big as we have up here. And we're really finding a much more competitive price per square foot throughout the Tampa area, St. Petersburg, Lakeland area. So we're really excited about that because we don't want to put down a lot of money, particularly to start, because this is a little bit of a new venture for us. However, Florida really seems to have much more competitive pricing on a warehousing point of view. Also from a space point of view, we really want to take advantage of good parking or have options to grow and purchase more vehicles down there. We're initially just starting with one vehicle. So knowing that we can find places with bigger lots because space in general is just more available really allows the flexibility of our growth. The second reason, and relatively important in terms of cost, again, I guess everything kind of ties to cost in terms of what they're doing business, is toll roads. Okay, so to give you an idea, when we go from New Jersey to New York, to take a cargo van in costs us $18. To take one of the beverage trucks in costs us $36 every time we cross that bridge. Now, within New York, there's a bunch of other bridges: Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island. Some of the tolls are ridiculous also there. Our monthly toll bill is $2,000 a month with all the bridges that we cross and toll roads that we take between New Jersey and New York. Switching down to Florida will be substantially better in terms of toll cost. Granted, they do have a few big bridges down there in the Tampa area between St. Petersburg and Tampa and whatnot. But you're really looking at, from what I've researched so far, around $1 to $2 for each toll. But really, if you think about it as a concept, tolls are really significant cost to us. With tolls as cheap as they are in Florida, it's really not going to be a limiting factor at all. This is the third reason why doing business in Florida really should work out for us. And again, this isn't too unique, but bottled water isn't taxed down in Florida, which is really a great benefit for the consumer as well as us as the business. Having bottled water not taxed just makes it a little bit less expensive for the consumer at the end of the day. Their sales tax rate is only 6% from what I understand down in Florida, so it's not that expensive compared to like New York or California. From a business standpoint, it allows us to be more competitive with people who choose to drink tap water, which isn't too many people anyways, but the people that do, it's just a little bit cheaper, a little bit more competitively priced. The fourth reason is actually interesting. I was doing some research. Florida, as you know, it's a lot hotter than New Jersey or New York, probably I would assume even hotter than California. Maybe depending on the time of year, if not the majority of the year. The water consumption is, from what I understand, in the top 4 of the U.S. And water consumption obviously could be for a variety of things because people are using water for more than just drinking purposes. So our bet is, and our guess is, that people will buy more water just in the sense that they're more likely to drink it. I think that's pretty heavily tied to the heat if I had to guess. But just from a market research standpoint, there is more opportunity to sell bottled water if people are drinking it a lot more. At the end of the day, hotter weather down in Florida might mean more water that needs to be drank. All right, so the fifth reason, and probably from just a pure opportunity to earn, one of the easiest ones to be excited about in terms of why we're doing business in Florida, is there is zero state income tax. And so why that's so relevant, right? It's almost like a discount or a coupon in how we're doing business in terms of, in what state we choose to do business. So California and New York are on like the total ends. From what I understand, they're one of the highest taxes, or one of the highest state income taxes. And pretty much, to break it down, make it very simple, if you have the opportunity to earn, call it $10,000, right, in one particular state, and you're taxed at 10% of on that state income tax rate, you lose $1,000 out of the 10. In Florida, for example, if you earn $10,000, 0 of it, from what I understand, and there might be other miscellaneous taxes, I wouldn't be surprised about that, 0 of the $10,000 would go to state income tax. California, on the other hand, depending on what your income is, could be anywhere up to 12.3%. New York, for example, goes up to around 8.8, a little bit more than that, 8.8%. So that's $880 out of the $10,000 that you would potentially earn from that state. So to some degree, it's almost like Florida's trying to be more competitive, or that might be exactly what they're trying to do, and they're trying to win business over into their state. And for us, as an example, it's working. So that's exciting, and basically this is the top 5 reasons that we're doing business in Florida. There's many parts that we're actually excited about, but I want to highlight the kind of the top 5 unique. Some of them are unique to our business, and some of them are just in general why businesses want to consider moving down there. If you like this, feel free to follow, subscribe, comment, like this video. Also, if you live in the Tampa area, if you're an existing customer or a new customer, whatever the case, let us know. We're trying to grow that area as much as possible and get as many customers down there. Other than that, I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to this. And we'll see you next time.